Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the NAGA. This is the 4 o'clock slot here in week number 4 in the Sunday slate of games. We have a great one for you featuring the Season 2 defending champions, the San Antonio Fighters, as they take on the Wichita Wranglers here. Both teams in a bit of unfamiliar territory here, both sitting at 1 and 2, especially Wichita with their minus 47 point differential on the year, only averaging 15.7 points a game through their first 3 games. Very unlike the highly talented Wrangler team, who are in the bottom half of every team category in terms of yardage. We'll get more into that later. But San Antonio not faring too well either. They are in the bottom half of pretty much everything as well. So both of these teams looking to get back into the win column here. Tyler Weber and David Kreutzer at the helms for each of these teams. We'll see what the experts have to say. Pretty even in terms of the simulation verdict, but 3 out of 4 taking Wichita in this one. Mostly blowouts, one San Antonio here, as Joe thinks the Fighters will pull it out, but 3 out of 4, the majority, are taking the Wranglers here. So we'll see how these two navy and white teams fare as we are down to windy Wichita, Kansas for the opening kickoff. Home of the Wranglers, who were an expansion team. They began their franchise in Season 2. San Antonio, part of the original 16 teams. Wichita having their playoff run halted in the wild card game of last year. They lost to Memphis. Memphis eventually losing in the divisional round to Raleigh that season. And Malcolm will take this opening kickoff. Across the 20 near the 25. Expect to see a lot of number 10 in blue today. Malcolm Braxton leading the league last year in receiving yards with 737. Also added 5 touchdowns. There's a toss play by Calvin Cousins. He'll gain 8 yards. Cousins not a bad year last year. 671 yards on the ground. Good for 14th in the league. Had 3 rushing touchdowns. Averaged 4.1 yards per carry. And of course, David Kreutzer, the quarterback of the year nominations, had 200 more yards than the man in second, Dustin Berry. Pressure getting the pass off his back foot to Cousins, and that's a first down. Couple of new recent additions here for the Wichita offense. They recently drafted receiver Eugene Alexander out of Tennessee. That was last year. And also they drafted backup tight end Drew Washburn, Season 3, Round 3, pick 64 out of the University of Oklahoma. So we may see him number 88 today for Wichita. Kreutzer going to take a deep shot here. That is incomplete. He tried to hit Malcolm Braxton on the deep post route there, with good defense by the Fighters secondary, which includes recent acquisition veteran safety Reggie McKinley, who, if I'm correct, had an interception this week. Success continues. Zaire Barrett, former Capital, on that tackle. 4th down coming up. And we'll see the San Antonio offense go to work here after this punt from Jimmy Clevenger. Wichita punter. That is gonna be near the goal line, and it's gonna be out at the 1. What a great punt by Clevenger. Wow, so San Antonio is gonna not have too much real estate here. They'll go with a goal line set, perhaps try and power their way out of this. Ramon Gooden in the backfield. Rookie John Calabrese, the fullback, was a first-round draft pick by San Antonio. Gooden here on the run. That one almost good enough for the first. More on Calabrese from New York, New York. 22 years of age and was an Army West Point graduate. Was enlisted in the United States Army as a reserve. So we thank him for his continued service both on and off the field. Carry, and he'll have enough for the first. Tackle made there by 30 Davian Conley. First down for the Fighters. Newly acquired Devon Bronson in the game, acquired from Vancouver. Bronson will go nowhere. That tackle made by longtime defensive tackle Braden Arrington, 29 years of age, from North Carolina A&T. Second down and 13 here. Inside 15, Weber. Looking, right side pass is caught. Gooden wide open, and he'll step out at the 23. Wichita looking for a stop here on 3rd and 4 to get the ball back in their possession. Gonna keep the sticks going here. That is a catch to Lamar Hamilton for the first down. A key part of this offense, Hamilton, 27 years of age, from the University of Oklahoma. As we see rookie tight end slip here on the carry and not getting far before being brought down by star middle linebacker David Owolabi, number 54. Four receivers now in the game. Bronson in the backfield. He'll get the toss. Bronson, not much there. Tackle made by number 6. That's the strong safety, Lamar Draper. Goal line set with 2 tight ends and the fullback in the game. I've yet to see a catch for Xavier Boykin. And we the ball here as Ricky Thornton brings him down, but not before the first is picked up by Gooden. Gooden, a good start so far. 4 carries for 23 yards, averaging just about 6 yards per carry. Weber's pass here is going to be incomplete right off the hands of Cedric Vaughn, former St. Louis Shark. Weber now on second down. Snap here. Has time. Pass is caught that time by Vaughn for the first down. Vaughn out of Chicago, Illinois, 28 years of age, Wisconsin product. First and 10, they go weak side give to Gooden, who is one of the fastest running backs in the league, can reach that next level in no time, and shows you why right there. As San Antonio is moving the ball here very effectively. 7 rushes and 4 passes. This is the 12th play of the drive coming up. Toss play, Bronson. Milton Petway, nice lead blocking, another first down on the ground. As this run game is very dangerous, as you have 2 potential starting running backs. You Good and Bronson, both elite development, by the way, as your 1-2 punch. Still not really sure why Vancouver gave up Bronson to begin with. Pass is caught by McCloskey, and he has shown some great strides in practice. Was upgraded a lot this week by Coach Cole, and he expects McCloskey to have a big game, and he has a crucial catch right there. We'll see if they continue to go at him here. 1st and goal at the 2. Prime time territory here. Weber going to take the designed QB draw and go into the end zone. How about that? Tyler Weber on the designed quarterback bootleg. And he gets in for the touchdown. What a play call by Coach Cole. Fan and Steele on the kick, and it is good. San Antonio will kick off. Sam Fannin Steele will boot it deep to Braxton. And he won't get very far there. Tackle made by number 1 corner, Kenny Gatewood. Second drive of the game for Wichita. As far as San Antonio's defense, they had a few pieces. Zaire Barrett being one of them. LaShawn Roberson, the 3rd corner, a draft pick this year. Richie Burke being a draft pick last year, their 4th corner. And of course, you can't forget about the man in the middle, number 0. MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, Matt McDonough, who makes that tackle. McDonough having a tremendous season last year, breaking the single-season sack record, 33 sacks for him last year. Simply unbelievable. 28 years of age, out of the University of Maine, of all places, but definitely has solidified himself as the best running back, or one of the top 3 at least in my book. Of course, you can throw Adrian Gordon and probably Cameron Galbraith up there, but McDonough definitely in the conversation for best, at least middle linebacker in the league. 1st and 10 here in Wichita, and Cousins will be stopped in his tracks. DeMarcus Poole on the tackle. Poole, a University of Virginia product. He and Deshaun Allen make for a dangerous interior defense. Jarvis alone here on the tackle, the backup running back. He'll get a solid gain. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Just shy of the midfield stripe here. We will see what Wichita has in store. 2 backs in the shotgun formation. Hike! And hand it off here. Cousins for the 1st. Tim Jensen on the tackle. And that will be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0. San Antonio leads, but Wichita driving here. Goal line set here. 2 tight ends and a fullback in the game. Toss play outside to Cousins. And a good game. Both of these running games have been showing some promise here so far. Cousins and Malone for Wichita, and then, of course, Gooden and Bronson for San Antonio. As mentioned in the pregame, both of these teams have struggling offenses and defenses, as that is a catch by youngster Eugene Alexander. as San Antonio holding the 22nd best rushing defense, or third worst, and the 11th best passing offense. Here's a shot to the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to hit Kayvon Green there, but couldn't quite connect. Meanwhile, on the other side, Wichita, the 18th best passing offense and the 14th best rushing offense. Here is Kreutzer. Looking at the pass is caught. Alexander. That'll be good enough for the first as he takes a rest. Alex Lopez will come into the game. Kreutzer looking to tie the score here in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 15. Motion man is Green. Weak side here to Cousins, but a tackle, and he'll be pushing forward there for a gain of 8. Good run on 1st down for Calvin Cousins. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pass is going to be almost intercepted. So close. I believe that was Gatewood on the coverage, but he couldn't quite get his hands on it. That pass intended for Malone. 3rd down. San Antonio would love a stop here to preserve their lead. Cousins, and there is the stop they needed. Alonzo Douglas, former Virginia Beach Mariner, on the tackle. And out comes the kicking team. Adam Ruppert. The Wichita kicker will try here. And 26, 25 to be exact, and the kick is perfect, right through the uprights. So both teams have some scoring in this game, 7-3 to this point. And we will see how the rest of the game transpires here. Ruppert to kick. And Xavier Boykin to return. Stopped at the 20, and the San Antonio offense will once again go to work. They'll start with a 4 receiver set in the pistol. Sit up. And off to met immediately there by Conley and Thornton. Only a gain of 2. Again on the carry. Met again there, Raymond Brooks, this time on the tackle. Gooden, as far as last year's stats are concerned, had just shy of 800 yards and 8 touchdowns. But crazily enough, the man coming into the game right now, Bronson, led the league in rushing last year with over 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. It's funny that San Antonio's running back room is so talented with Gooden that Bronson is now a backup, which is still crazy to me considering he led the league in rushing last year. But as we mentioned, Coach Cole knows exactly what he's doing. Have the elite 1-2 punch of running backs. Of course, that is very important in the current state of the league. San Antonio punts there on their drive, and Wichita will be back on offense here. 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go in the half. Kreutzer under pressure, and he will go down for a sack. That is linebacker Tim Jensen. Part of that dangerous linebacking core, along with McDonough and Derek Folks. Trying to break some tackles, but not that tackle. Zaire Barrett brings him down there. Third and a good chunk. It's 8 yards to go. They have to get to the 45 exactly for the first. Malone on the toss, and he'll go nowhere. He'll actually lose a yard. And Tim Jensen once again there on the TFL. And Wichita will punt again. Clevenger pins San Antonio inside the 1. We'll see if we can get another good punt here. This one inside the 20. Barrett on the return. And he won't get very far. Return of 5 yards. Weber will start his new drive with a 5 receiver set. He'll throw here. That pass is caught. Xavier Boykin, I believe that's his first catch of the day. Good to see him getting into the action. Of course, both offensive coordinators can't be too pleased with the score on the board right now, especially for Wichita, considering they've had offensive coordinators for the entire year, averaging less than 16 points per game. And for a team who made the wild card round last year, owner Raider Knight is not too pleased with the performance of his team. Hopefully it improves and they get back to that playoff spot, which they are so good and he'll be close. He won't quite have enough. 3rd and inches. Bronson in the game. He'll be motioned out. Weber looking, deep shot to Whitman, and he can't quite hold on there for the catch, and I believe they're going to send out McQueen. They will. Zach McQueen on to punt. Raymond Brooks, the safety, to return. Brooks getting a good block. And a solid return there up across the 30 to the 33. Empty backfield under center for Kreutzer. One tight end of the game is Craig Westmoreland. Flag down. Have not seen many flags today. Here's one. I believe this is our first one, actually. And it'll be offsides on Derek Folks, the linebacker. They'll accept that. And it'll be a repeat first down. Cousins. And Jensen there for the tackle after a gain of a yard. Kreutzer's only thrown the ball 8 times, completing it 5 out of those 8 times for 49 yards. Seems that both teams have been relying heavily on their running game to start. It's a bit surprising to me, considering both of these teams have stellar receiving cores, but understandable for San Antonio, considering they do have a great running back room too. But the amount of running by Wichita is a bit concerning, considering you have quarterback of the year David Kreutzer at the helm. Go! Kreutzer, pass is incomplete. Folks in coverage got a hand on it, and it'll be another punt as the Wichita faithful are beginning to get a little restless here with only 3 points in the first half, and they are letting their players hear it. Clevenger on another punt, Barrett on another return. And he'll be stopped after a gain of about 7 yards. start in the pistol. Caught DeAndre Little his first catch. As the 2-minute warning is here, low scoring game so far, 7-3. Single back, man in motion is Hamilton inside. And no dice there. David Owolabi on the tackle as Wichita trying to conserve clock here. They'll take a timeout. There's a 3rd and 5. Right side caught Vaughn, but he will be short on the quick out route there. And that'll be another punt. It seems like every drive within the past 5 to 10 minutes or so has been ending in some sort of punt. And it seems like an offensive standstill here, which is very unlike these teams. Brooks creates a tackle. Here's a break for Brooks down the sideline, and McCloskey will chase him down across the 50s. Maybe this is what they needed, a good special teams play for Wichita to get them into San Antonio territory. If you can't get it done on offense, you got to find a new way to get it done. And that big punt return may be just that. Here's a pass wide open. And there comes the momentum. It's Alex Lopez on the catch. And that'll put Wichita in the red zone, hoping to score their first TD of the game. Kreutzer's man in motion is Kayvon Green. A throw pass is incomplete off the hands of Cousins. Westmoreland lined up in the slot to the left on the second down play. Kreutzer's pass to the end zone is incomplete. I believe he was trying to hit Braxton there on the deep shot, but couldn't quite connect. 3rd down, trips to the left here. Company, he'll throw it right. This is caught Alexander across the middle, and he should have enough. He does. They'll give him the spot. 1st and goal. They'll go hurry up here with 50 seconds to go, trying to score right now with the end zone. Touchdown, Kayvon Green. So it took a while. It took almost a whole half for Wichita to find the end zone. But they do eventually connect on the TD pass, and they're likely to have a lead going into half here. 10-7 as the kick is good by Ruppert. So as the half comes to an end here, we will refresh you folks on the two teams' schedules to this point. San Antonio losing in the season opening game to Albuquerque, followed by a 2-point loss to Columbus in week 2, and then an 11-point win against Tucson last week to pick up their first win of the season. Weber's passes caught there by Boykin across midfield for the first. As far as Wichita has gone, they have had quite the year, and not in a good way either. They eked out a 3-point win in week 1 against Oklahoma City, and then a 19-point loss against Portland, where they only put up 6 points. And then they got out from St. Louis last week, 45-14. As an offside there on Arrington will be declined, and San Antonio driving down the field here in less than a minute. Wichita needs a defensive stop right now to keep momentum. Empty backfield for Weber, McCloskey in the game, and it'll be a full start on Xavier Boykin. Wichita's defense has to be happy they're not giving up as many points as last week. Of course, 45 to St. Louis is a big eyesore for the defense, but as of right now, pending a stop here on defense, they got to be happy with just allowing 7 points to the high-powered San Antonio offense. This is a deep shot. Well, I spoke too soon. Touchdown, Xavier Boykin, and San Antonio succeeds on the 1-minute drill offense here, and they will line up for the point after. Respond with 24 seconds to go, just like St. Louis just did. We will see. Regardless, I would think Wichita would be happy with only giving up 14 points in this first half. But Wichita's offense has to come around a little bit. Kreutzer has to get going, find a rhythm here, as Braxton will try and get them started with this return. And he won't do so well as Richie Burke, the youngster corner, makes the tackle. So Wichita has 19 seconds to try and get something here before half. To my knowledge, San Antonio does get the ball at the start of the second half. Here, oh, it's an incompletion. So close to hitting Westmoreland on that. And it'll be, oh no, it's Malcolm Braxton who goes down. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not good. San Antonio has just lost their best receiver for the rest of the game, as Malcolm Braxton goes down with an injury, and he will be out for the rest of the game. So it will be up to Green, Lopez, Alexander, and then Bobby Warner, who was all the way at the third receiver position for most of the last year, and that'll be the end of the first half. Braxton with an injury, Wichita down by 4, and the second half will begin right now. The San Antonio does indeed get the ball here, as they hold a 4-point lead against the Wranglers. Ruppert to kick it away. Boykin catches it 5 and brought down by linebacker Malik Muhammad. First down and cross play to Gooden. Not getting very far. Owolabi on the tackle. Gooden, 11 carries for 51 yards. Not too bad of a performance today. Although I think the San Antonio fans would like to see Weber pass a little more than he does here. That is going to be caught. Boykin. Weber pretty accurate so far, 11 of 13 for 154. Gooden in motion. Go! Weber. Pass is to Gooden, but it's incomplete. Just put it a bit short of his intended target there. McQueen to punt. Brooks waiting for it. There's the punt. And will be stopped there by Xavier Boykin. Seems that the punters have been quite busy today with this perceived lack of offense. Small gain there. McKinley on the tackle. As if you're just tuning in, 14-10 our score. Been a pretty low-scoring game by these two teams' standards anyway. Zedek! Kreutzer looking pass is caught. Calvin Cousins. First down for Wichita. Hike! Kreutzer with an empty backfield, looking to throw. Pass is low, but caught. That's Bobby Warner on the catch. Only gains a yard there. And it'll bring up second down and 9. Cousins on the carry. Matt McDonough once again on the tackle. McDonough, as mentioned, won MVP last year, Defensive Player of the Year as well, in a record-breaking performance in Season 2, where he broke the single-season sack record. Cousins, flag on the play. Many flags have been called today, but here's one. It'll be holding here on Wichita guard Brett Andrushak. The youngster guard, Andrushak, out of the University of Indiana, just 23 years of age, as not sure why he was in the game, as that ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Derek Folks, and there he goes. Folks will not be touched. Touchdown, San Antonio. A defensive TD. And that is a huge momentum shifter for the Fighters. Derek Folks sprints to the end zone. As Fannin Steele's kick is good. Still puzzled about that holding call, as I did not see Andrushak in the game. And Morgan Gibbons was on the field as he wasn't injured at all. So I may have to put that in the bug reports for next time. As since Braxton is injured, Eugene Alexander will now assume the kick return duties. Wichita needing a touchdown here after that blunder. Derek Folks returned that fumble. And we will see if they can hold on to the ball a little better this drive. 2nd and 7. Cousins getting the call, and McDonough just shoving him to the ground. No gain on the play, as McDonough was very quick to tackle the ball carrier there. 3rd and 7. San Antonio in need of a big stop to carry this momentum. Go! Get Wichita's offense off the field. Malone, he's going to get the first down, but fumble. And there is a flag. It'll be holding on Daniel Kulesha, a guard who's actually in the game. So that's interesting. But fumbles on back-to-back drives for the Wranglers, ball security has to be of the utmost importance now. Thankfully, that one, though, was recovered by Wichita. Kreutzer with empty backfield, 3rd and 17. That is incomplete, looking for Lopez. Had to send all his men deep, but it did not end up working out that time. So it will be another punt for Clevenger as we tick near 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Barrett waiting for it, has a block, and a solid return. Tackle made by Lopez. San Antonio almost in field goal range already at the 40. Gooden in the backfield. And will get the call on. Lots of outside runs on first down. Perhaps a result of the play calling submitted by Coach Cole. Definitely wants his guys to play a certain way, as played the role as both offensive and defensive coordinator, submitting custom playbooks for his team to use, as any owner would. Carry here trying to speed his way through over a downed Wichita defender, but couldn't quite get to the line to gain. He'll be 2 yards short. It'll be 3rd and 2. Go! Johnson has enough for the first down as the chains keep on moving for San Antonio. Seems that the fumble 6 has sparked their confidence and momentum as an offense, which is always good to see. Sit up. Gooden. Carry. Breaks Muhammad's tackle, but Lamar Draper right there for the takedown. I've yet to see John Calabrese get some action. He has seen the field, but no touches for him just yet. I don't believe. Hamilton in motion. Second and 5, another outside run here for Gooden. And he has enough for the first. Perhaps Cole knows something we don't with these toss plays, taking advantage of the speed the running backs have to get to the outside. Branson on the carry. Sneaks by the first wave of defenders and has San Antonio yet another first down. Gooden back in the game. 4 receivers in the pistol for Weber. Gooden. He had a lane outside, but chose to go back in. And Owolabi there for the tackle, but I think he had an easy touchdown. If he just kicked it outside. 2nd and goal to 3 now. Calabrese, lone man in the back. Weber to pass. End zone. Touchdown. Lamar Hamilton. And San Antonio is beginning to pull away here. Now up by 17 and could be 18 pending this extra point. By Sam Fanenstein. Weber insanely accurate still. 15. The extra point is good. But San Antonio beginning to find their stride here. Can Wichita do the same? They've been struggling to find any offensive rhythm. They've barely got on the opponent's side of the 50. Fanenstein on the kick. Alexander waiting for the he'll be stopped. Matt McDonough speeding his way down there for the tackle at the 22. Empty backfield to start for Crazy. 5 receivers in the game on the left side. That is a nice catch by Bobby Warner on the sideline. Got both feet in bounds. And that is a great way to start the drive for Wichita, who again is without their number 1 receiver. Malcolm Braxton with an injury is out for the rest of the game. Go! Late in the first half, as Cousins will likely see an elevated workload here as the game goes on. But of course, Wichita's main priority, points on the board. Kreuzer's man in motion here is Green. Met immediately, going nowhere there. Antoine Hampton, the defensive end, making the tackle, and we are done with 3 quarters of play. 28-10. San Antonio has an 18-point advantage. Cousins a great workload today, 19 for 71, but not too effective, averaging less than 4 yards a carry. Here's carry number 20, and he'll go nowhere. Out of nowhere comes youngster defensive tackle Deshaun Allen, the 23-year-old second-year man out of Georgia. And that'll be another punt, resulting in a change of possession here. Clevenger on the punt. Barrett once again on a return. Break free, and he won't. Green on the tackle. Fourth quarter just getting started. San Antonio looking to really break this game. Gooden. One hit. And not the second. Raymond Brooks on the tackle. Taking a look at these teams' road ahead. San Antonio in week 5 will be on the road at Austin. And Wichita will take on Louisville. Bronson on the carry, good enough for the first. Bronson, a good day so far, especially considering he's in the backup role today. 8 carries for 43 yards. Gooden, a good gain there of 6. Bronson there on the carry. And he will be just short. So a big stop needed for Wichita on defense to get themselves back in this game, and they won't get Goodman to the outside, trying to break free down the sideline. But Ricky Thornton saving a touchdown and a face mask. Some extracurricular behind the play. Deshaun Dinkins can't have that if you're Wichita. That'll add 15. Gooden a good day so far. 17 for 79. Averaging about 4.5 yards per carry. Here's John Calabresi's first touch of the game. Small gain of 2 and another face mask. 2 plays in a row that Wichita's defense has cost them with a 15-yard penalty. And this puts San Antonio inside the 5 and in prime territory to turn this game into a blowout. Go! Met by a swarm of Wranglers. And Wichita is all too familiar with being blown out in a bad way. They lost their last game by 31 points and are in danger of doing it again. And of course, the injury to Braxton will not help them too much either. And it's definitely not the quarterback's fault to blame. I would consider it's on the offensive coordinator and their play calling. Of course, with a receiving core as talented as it is with Green and Alexander, you would think they would be targeting them more. Can't find whatever it needs to get going, as Bronson there will get in for the touchdown. Extra point by Fannin is up and right down the middle. And San Antonio has pretty much wrapped this game up with the score now 35-10 halfway through the fourth. Wichita, at this point, just hoping nobody else major gets injured. Again, they do take on a very solid offensive team next week, who at the time of this recording is 1-2 with the second best passing offense and the third best rushing offense. Lopez with the catch. Louisville did face Austin this week. And they did lose by 1 point to the Stars, but Louisville, no stranger of putting up points. They put up 36 on the National Champions. There's a catch for Craig Westmore on the tight end. First down, Wranglers. So you can say Wichita has had a tough schedule all you want, but if you cannot stop anything on defense, you're going to have a very tough season, as that passes Lopez with the catch. Of course, when your defense coming into this game is allowing over 31 points a game, that is not a recipe for success. That's one of the highest marks in the league as far as points allowed per game, and it will only get worse here as they are currently losing 35-10. So not only will the points allowed per game get worse, but the points for per game will also get worse if this score holds. Kreutzer needing 37 yards to avoid regression. They look to throw across the middle. Lopez with the catch, but nice tackle by Willie Malone Jr. Gain of 1 there, second and 9, 5 receivers set for the Wranglers. Here's Kreutzer to throw deep shot in the middle. It's caught Bobby Warner for a gain of 24 and a first down. Nice catch there. Kreutzer's pass, end zone, caught, another catch for Warner. He's had himself a nice game in relief of Braxton, so they do find the end zone here with Warner. Showed some promise last season, before, of course, they drafted Alexander, who has taken his spot. But if they do end up drafting, if they do end up losing Malcolm Braxton, I expect Warner to play an elevated role in this offense. Warner out of Atlanta, Georgia, University of Alabama product. Lincoln stopped there. Lamar Draper on the tackle. And San Antonio just looking to run this clock out here, up by 18. And Dinkins there for the tackle. So as we wrap up here, San Antonio against Wichita. This is our second to last game of week 4. The 5 o'clock game, the last one of the week, should be getting started now. The Virginia Beach as they travel north of the border to take on the Vancouver Mountaineers. And then week 5 coverage includes Richmond at Delaware, St. Louis at Oklahoma City, Iowa at Omaha, and Sacramento at Vancouver for day 1 at least. We'll get to the other games in a sec after this first down play. Gooden on the carry, breaks it outside. He is free down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for Ramon Gooden. 65 yards to the house. And that surely is the dagger. Put the icing on the cake here. PAT is good. So back to those week 5 matchups for you. Orlando taking on Memphis in day 2, followed by Brooklyn at Virginia Beach. Wichita, as we said, traveling to Louisville after this blowout loss. They are not going to have a fun plane ride. Tucson against Albuquerque on Sunday, followed by Raleigh, Baton Rouge. Tucson, Baton Rouge is the last game on Saturday, followed by Raleigh, Baton Rouge on Sunday, Columbus at Milwaukee, San Antonio at Austin, and then Portland at Sacramento. And after that is our New Year's break. And it's just a drop, it looks like, to the dismay of the crowd, who half of them I'm sure have left already. But yep, after next Sunday's games on the 17th, we won't have new games until January 5th of 2024. We'll give the coaches and of course myself a much needed break. Enjoy the holidays with your families, and we will pick up after next week in the new year. Minute 56 to go. This one's pretty much done. Roser trying to pad the scout, what he does with a Lopez catch. We're on the 200 yards watch here to make sure he doesn't avoid any regression this week. I believe he's over it now. He is. Oh, he's way over it, 235. And 21 for 30, I think, is good enough for the throw accuracy. Non-regression as well. Kayvon Green. So, as we mentioned before, this is definitely not Kreutzer's fault. I believe Wichita definitely needs some improvements on that defensive staff. I don't know whether it's defensive line, linebackers, or corners and safeties, but something definitely needs to be done, whether it's a trade or free agency. There's not a lot of good defensive free agents. Most of them are veteran receivers at this point, but yeah, probably in the draft. There are a lot of good defensive prospects in the draft, especially defensive line is a big, solid position in the draft, so we'll see if cash is in on that, or perhaps trades for a bona fide player, but definitely something needs to be done after back-to-back blowouts last week and this week. And I am sure that something is going to be said in the post-game. The end zone, it's a drop by Westmoreland, and the struggles continue for the Wranglers. That was a for sure touchdown, but Westmoreland just has it go right off of his hands. He took his eyes right off of it. 4th down. Looking, pass is incomplete, almost picked. And that'll be the game, as San Antonio will likely just kill the clock here, kneel the clock down, expire the rest of the clock. And they will. Wichita, no timeouts left. So that'll pretty much wrap up the game here. A couple more kneel downs before we get you over to Vancouver as they host the Virginia Beach Mariners. Solid day for the San Antonio offense. Weber, Gooden mainly, and of course the fumble 6 by Derek Folks. We'll check out the final stats for you once this game officially ends. 5 seconds and down. There we go. So good, an insane game. 22 for 165. Weber also having 165 yards passing. So despite the 81% completion, which he'll get a progression point for, he'll actually get a regression point in throw power for failing to reach 200 yards. But that's okay since his team likes to run a lot anyway. And I'm sure Cole will be happy with the high completion percentage of Weber. So, Ramon Gooden, of course, 165 yards. TD Bronson, 4.9 yards a carry. Boykin, 100 yards. Good day for him. McCloskey getting 1 catch for 11 yards. Jensen with a sack. Folks, of course, that fumble TD, which was forced by Hampton, it looks like. Antoine Hampton forcing that. Barrett, 10 yards per return, which is a little bit more than I thought. Bannon Steele, 6 for 6 on extra points. As far as Wichita is concerned, 262 for Kreutzer. Cousins only 3.5 yards a carry. Malone only 2 carries in the ball game. Quite shocking. Alex Lopez, a pretty good game, 6 for 86. Bobby Warner coming on late in the second half, 5 for 49 and a score. Overall, not the worst performance I've seen. Josiah Southworth with a drop. Olabi leading his team in tackles with 8. Eugene Alexander taking over for the injured Malcolm Braxton. Hopefully the medical team does their job and he does not miss a significant amount of time. Team stats. Total plays are just about even, Wichita having 8 more, although San Antonio only running 17 passing plays the entire game, of course, leaning heavily on that run game with Gooden and Bronson. 2 sacks in total for San Antonio's defense, and of course the turnover by Wichita. So that will be it. Again, we will get you over to Virginia Beach at Vancouver, which is underway currently. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and join our Discord, which can be found in our About section of the channel. And we will catch you folks next time. Have a great Sunday, everybody.